Greetings to my team of 144 and all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and Wayshowers. Hope you're having an amazing day today. The rainbow waves were manifesting into the realm today. I'm sure many of you felt these full spectrum, the 7 rays of the full electromagnetic spectrum. There he is, penetrating into this realm. More of the divine feminine energies. A couple nights ago I had a vision. It was a healing vision of the divine feminine, the divine mother, the Virgin Mary, Mary Magdalene, Kuan Yin. Doesn't matter who you visualize or see as this original divine source. It could be Avalokitesvara, Aphrodite, Virgin Mary, but many synchronicities around this since then about the pink wave. I saw this divine mother, this original divine feminine source, sending these healing pink waves into Gaia, into the earth realm, healing all consciousness, healing the darkness, healing the physical, and releasing the old dark energies, the false story, the false self. So it's this pink rose, this rose wave, the pink flame. And there's the angel here that wanted to speak to you again. What would you like to say, divine angel? Yes, tell them all about it. Okay, another synchronicity with this rose. I found an article, a transmission from Rose Rambles, RR, for March 2019 energy report, finalizing the Ascension cycle. Oh, also the Kuan Yin, in the Chinese, Kuan Yin was the Bodhisattva of compassion. The Bodhisattvas were divine beings in human form that put off or postpone their full enlightenment, full awakening until all beings are awakened, until all beings are enlightened. And Kuan Yin was the Bodhisattva of compassion. And in India, they call her Avalokitesvara. Avalokitesvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion, clearly saw that the 5 skandhas were emptiness. Emptiness is form, form is emptiness. The skandhas are the senses, the 5 senses. So you can look at one of my past videos where I chant the Heart Sutra, Avalokitesvara, Kuan Yin's, her sutra for the heart. And you can practice that mantra daily to open the heart, to help the heart expand. And while you're practicing that mantra, or the sutra, they call it sutras, were sacred texts in India and China, you could say Asia, in Asia Minor. You can visualize that pink rose wave, the pink rose flame in your heart center as you chant that sutra. You could follow along with me in the video I put out. You can just look up Paul Butler Heart Sutra. So this is a message from Jennifer Hoffman on roserambles.org about the Finalizing the Ascension cycle from March 7th. 7:17 p.m. on 3/9/2019. You got the 12, the 12/12, 12/12 portal. So we're in the third month of 2019 now, and it has a 3/3 vibration. So today 12/12 is another 3/3. So we're at a point of mastery potential all month. Will we rise to the occasion and allow this mastery to become mirrored in our own energy field? Even with a Mercury retrograde, March has tremendous potential for forward movement on an energetic level. Think of frequency and vibration, not speed and motion. So even if we do not think that we are actively moving forward, we need to consider action and movement in the context of the whole energy field. How much it is shifting, and how action must first be grounded internally and energetically before manifesting itself externally. March opens to a new moon at 15 degrees of Pisces. Just as Mercury goes retrograde in Pisces, Chiron just moved from Pisces to Aries. Venus moves into Aquarius, and the big move of the year, Uranus moves into Taurus, closing a cycle that began in 1933. There's another 3/3, the 33. Now we move from the fire and chaos of Uranus and Aries to the more grounded and perhaps slower movement of Uranus and Taurus. A movement from a fire sign to an earth sign will slow even erratic Uranus down just a bit. The Mercury retrograde all month will help too. What we have going on in March, though, is another new paradigm shift, one that takes us from a constant push forward and receiving new energies into a slowdown that requires consideration of our next steps, new choices, and how we're going to use the access we have to new energies and potentials. I am talking about the Uranus sign shift here because it has been responsible for our vast energy movements since 2010. We have been in full-on energy download, expansion, and integration for many months. In fact, Uranus and Aries started in May 2010, and that's another 3, the Trinity, which started us on this path of receiving as much energy as possible, even though we could not possibly integrate that level of energy as we were receiving it, so it could be present on the planet. This is why so much transformation has been made on so many levels, some of it not very pleasant during this period. The quick ending to relationships, the loss of friendships, people deciding to leave the planet, the strong polarization we are seeing in the world, all happen with Uranus and Aries. Now we can slow down a little and start integrating this energy, but there was a blessing to it happening so quickly, in that we were able to get closure on karma and soul group cycles with much less effort. In some or many cases, the people involved left our lives and ended those cycles, rather than us having to make the breaks. And we will have time until April 2026 to work with Uranus in this new way. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, which is going to soften the edges of Uranus in a way that Mars, Aries ruler, did not. Air and fire is a volatile combination, while air and earth encourages growth with far less drama and chaos. And one more thing, Venus is in Aquarius, Uranus's sign, while Uranus is in Taurus, Venus's sign, which means they are in mutual reception all month. That's going to add extra oomph to the potential of these two energy cycles all month, in spite of a Mercury retrograde. The full moon and equinox Our full moon at 0 Libra, Aries on March 20 occurs on the Equinox, raising the frequency of this new beginning of the zodiac cycle. A full moon is a culmination event, but it also begins a new astro cycle, so it's a call to create strong endings that allow for powerful new beginnings. Are we ready to tie off all of those loose ends and not leave any dangling strings that we have to return to at a later date? Healing is a process of completion and closure. It is not fixing things so they feel better. Finalizing the Ascension cycle. Completion and closure are necessary now because we can't move forward into new aspects of Ascension, multidimensionality, and continue with our 3D, 5D integration if we have a lot of strings tying us to the past. Let's talk about this in the context of Mercury retrograde, which lasts all month until March 28th. Mercury is also retro in Pisces, the final sign of the zodiac. Mercury has a special relationship with Pisces, as Mercury rules karma, and Pisces is the sign where we experience our karma on a soul level and also can create its resolution. Do you see the potential to end karma here? Since I began writing and channeling Archangel Uriel in 2004, I have shared that one of the reasons we are in this lifetime is to end our karma and our karmic cycles. This is part of our ascension cycle. It is necessary for us to achieve full access to 5D energy, and it is one of the final steps in our 3D, 5D integration. We have had many opportunities to do that in the past 15 years. Some are more powerful than others. Sometimes we need several opportunities before we can actually create the completion and closure that will end the karma. And in March we have yet another opportunity to do that because March energy is a call to embrace our mastery, make room for miracles, and march forward with the grace and ease that is part of our divine harmony blueprint. So with all of this potential, what is going to happen in March? Energetic sovereignty rules. Victim consciousness is a much less powerful option. The key words for March are intentional action with attention to inspired, deliberate action that is congruent with our divine harmony, so we move towards our highest and best outcomes in all things. We can use the potential of March to think about endings and beginnings as part of the same sentence. What must end so something else can begin? And what is ending has run out of energy road for us, so we can stop looking at the loose ends, snip them off for good, and let exciting new beginnings become possible for us now. Have a wonderful month. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you all for your support and for sharing your stories. Leave a comment below this video on what you experienced today and in the past week. You can join other Lightworkers on our chat room 24/7 on primedisclosure.com/chat. I am Paul. Thank you for joining me. Much love and light, beautiful beings of infinite light and infinite life.